I'm Lucas,
And I'm Russell.
and you're listening.
You're listening to Sad Boy Podcast.
Yeah, Sad Boy.
Sad Boy Podcast. Yeah. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the Sad Boy Podcast.
Welcome back to the brand new
2021.
year. Yeah,
New year.
2021.
New year, new podcast. Same podcast,
But new
just
year.
new year.
Yep. And new tiers.
Old tiers, same tiers, new tiers.
They're all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you celebrate New Year's, Lucas? And Christmas, actually.
I spent Christmas and New Year's at home, playing games.
That's
watching
good.
Netflix.
Just as everyone should be.
Yeah, as
because
everyone
it's
should be.
COVID. And if you are not doing that and you're going to have parties, then shame on you.
Cough. I spent it with family.
Lucas shall now go get tested for COVID now because of the coughs.
Damn it. Well, you can spend it with family if you even live with family, but like
That's true.
pretty much
I think a lot of people, our generation, haven't really spent New Year's with our families because I feel like every year before COVID, a lot of us would actually have parties.
Yeah. 2020's been so long that we don't remember what we did in 2019.
I know. The thing with 2020 is like it's either it felt like super super long, or it felt like it went by like that. Like it's one or the other. It's weird.
So like from January to maybe like April, it was like super long, but after that, like when lockdown and everything, super fast. Don't know how.
Yeah, time went by so fast. I actually
paradox.
don't know why. But during this New Year's, like even for me, I spent it at home this year. The only thing special was like I had ice cream cake from Dairy Queen
How's that special?
because I haven't had ice cream cake in like years.
Aren't you lactose intolerant?
Slightly.
Oh.
So I can say like maybe this is like TMI to some people, but like ever since I ate that ice cream cake, I can say that I think I ate a bit too much.
Okay.
Because I think almost like I ate a quarter of it. Like that's quite a bit in one sitting.
So did you guys finish it?
Yeah, we finished it, but like my stomach hasn't been feeling well since. Like it's still not well.
Remember when you told me that like you had ice cream from 2 years ago in your freezer?
Yeah.
I feel like that will happen to that ice cream cake.
Did I even finish? Oh, I threw out all those ice creams.
Yeah, I feel like it did.
Yeah, because when we were moving, I saw it and I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Just. Oh wait, no, I didn't throw it out. My girlfriend ate all of it.
What?
She ate all of it.
It's 2 years old.
She said it was fine. She ate all of it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, sure, that's fine. One less thing to bring over, I'm good.
You were going to throw it out anyways, but whatever.
Yep, I was probably going to throw it out. And now my dad just buys like a lot of the mini Haagen-Dazs ice creams.
Yeah, those are great.
Yeah, I haven't eaten it because like I usually try my best to not eat dessert unless it's a special occasion. But during this holidays, I guess, I don't know if a lot of people got to have like 2 weeks off or whatever. I feel like a lot of people still went to work and only had like those certain days off. I was allowed to have 2 weeks off.
So you go back to work on Monday?
Unfortunately, yeah, I'm going back.
Okay, must be nice.
No, it's not. I think I'd rather stay home. These 2 weeks passed by really fast. Like I don't know what happened. It just like went by like that, and then I blinked my eyes, and it's 2021.
Yeah, last time I remember, like it was like December 20th. That's the last thing I remember.
Yeah,
that's probably the last time I went out.
Yeah, like I don't know if it's because of COVID or is it because like we're nearing like the end of our 20s, so time seems like it's speeding up now. Because that's what I've heard from people. Like older people, they've always told me like in the beginning of your 20s to the mid 20s, everything seems fine, but then all of a sudden from like your mid to end 20s, time just goes super super fast to the point where you want it to slow down, but it doesn't slow down and it just keeps going, and then you blink and you're in your 30s already.
You're making me feel old now. What are you doing?
We're the same age.
You're making me feel old.
We are old. We're 27. In Korea, we are 28.
Can we not?
We have to.
In Korea, but we're not in Korea, but we're 20.
I know.
We're turning
okay, but imagine if we were in Korea, we'd be signing up for military service already.
We're
like nearing the end.
Okay, if I was in Korea, I probably would have signed up for military service like before 28, but
as young as
whatever.
you
Like
can.
as young, yeah, so I can get over it.
That's true. Could
Yeah,
you imagine like you're hitting puberty and your voice is cracking, and then you're in the military and you're like salute, and then you're just like voice cracking the whole time.
if I had a choice, I'll join the military at 16
It's
or
actually smart
18.
to go a lot earlier.
Yeah, whatever the minimum age requirement is, I think is 18.
I think
It
so,
might be
actually.
16 here over in Canada. 16. Not sure about Korea.
Korea's probably 18.
Yeah, it's probably
Actually,
18.
but speaking of Korea, have you seen that drama on Netflix called Sweet Home?
No, I heard about it though. I
Oh
heard
yeah,
about it.
so like I think for everyone listening, I think like recently the two shows that have been the most famous has been Sweet Home, and then the Japanese drama called Alice in Borderland.
Yeah, that I watched Alice in Borderland. I kind of want to read the manga
Oh,
because
it's
I
a
enjoyed it
manga.
so much. Yeah, it's a manga.
That's why. See, because when I was watching it, there were a few characters like the way they act. I'm like, you guys are so dramatic, man.
It's like such a something out of an anime. It's
You
anime in
literally,
real life.
literally, there. You know the guy with the gray hair, the long gray hair that always has his hands in his pockets.
Yes,
He actually
yes,
looks like an anime character.
yes. He is an anime character.
Yeah, like literally, like real life anime character. Every time
Yeah,
I see him, I'm like, why does his face look so weird? He looks like he just came out of an anime.
he's like someone I would like try to be when I was in high school or middle school.
Yeah,
Hands in my
basically,
pocket, dyed hair,
basically,
hoodie.
yeah. And he kept trying to act so cool. He's like, yeah, what's up? Yeah, yeah, I'm
Yeah, that's like
clever,
me
man.
being
And
in
I'm
high
like,
school.
but no, those two shows, like, I think those two shows, it's hard because you haven't watched Sweet Home, right? Because I was gonna
Yeah.
be like, would you prefer Sweet Home or Alice in Borderland? But I don't know.
Oh,
I guess it's
okay.
hard to like different or like compare them. But I think Sweet Home was also based off of a webtoon or something.
I think so. I read on the Wikia that it was like based on a webtoon
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so
because most
essentially, yeah, yeah,
because
what?
most K dramas that are not like the generic romantic K dramas are based on a webtoon anyway. So
That's
yeah,
true. And I love the K dramas on Netflix because they can get really dark.
yeah,
Yeah, you don't see that stuff on cable TV, man. Kids don't want to see that. Parents don't want their kids to see that kind of crap. Yeah, there was a
yeah.
lot of blood.
Nice.
Yeah, but since you watched Alice in Borderland, we can talk about that one first.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay, what do you think of the series?
I
We'll
enjoyed
try our
it.
best to do a spoiler-free thing.
I enjoyed it, especially because like there's no plot armor. Well, there is plot armor, but like you wouldn't expect it for it to be like the way you think it'll be, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
especially after like what episode 3? Holy shit!
Episode 3. So when I watched it, I think I was focused while episode was 1 was going on, and I think from 2 to 4 or 2 to 5, I think I was gaming while it was left on the screen.
Oh,
But this time
okay.
I left it in like Japanese dub. Like I didn't change it to English dub because I've heard the English dub on the preview, and I'm just like, oh my god, is this what it's like for people who hate English dub anime?
Well,
It was so
yeah, but
bad.
like I don't know, English dub live actions are weird. Like it's
Oh,
like
they're really
watching
weird.
English dub Kung Fu Hustle or Shaolin Soccer or something.
Oh yeah, because like the voice actors they do it so fake. Like you can
Yeah,
tell it's fake, right?
yeah,
But like the
but
show, I really like the premise of the show because like in the beginning, I was just like, oh my god, this is so crazy. Like people just disappeared. Like why? Everyone's like all cool and chilling in Tokyo, and then all of a sudden everyone disappears, except for like certain few people. In the beginning,
yeah,
you feel like it's just like a few, but then like they show that there's actually more people. But essentially, like these people get put into this game. They got to complete these challenges or games to go on to the next round, and if you fail you die, and if you don't want to participate you die as well. Essentially like a laser shoots from the sky and like shoots you right through the head.
actually, I think that was a spoiler, the laser part, but whatever. But yeah,
Well,
that's in the first episode.
like I said, this show has been out for a month and a half, man. You gotta watch it. Like it's the same with Sweet Home because like I swear I saw this stuff. I saw people posting on it from Subtle Asian Groups like
Hmm.
a month ago.
Just I saw like 2 weeks ago, but yeah,
Oh,
I'll watch it eventually. I don't know.
oh well. I mean, it's on Netflix. It's
Yeah.
ignore the spoilers that I just said.
So pretty much it's just like a death game. You have to play to live.
People say it's kind of like Maze Runner.
I'd say it's like a cross between Maze Runner and this other Japanese drama called Liar Game. If you
Oh,
watched it,
I remember Liar Game.
yeah, where you have to like,
Lie in games.
well, like I don't know, play like beat people psychologically in
Yeah,
games
yeah,
to
yeah,
win
I
money.
remember.
Otherwise, you go into like super amounts of debt,
Death,
or death.
death.
I
Same
don't know.
thing.
You can commit suicide. If you have too much debt, you commit suicide. But
Same
yeah,
thing.
it's a death version of Liar Game.
Yeah, because I remember they had I remember I read the manga and I watched the anime, and then a bit later they made like a live action show,
Oh, I didn't know there was an anime. I
or was it
just
a movie?
watched.
I don't remember. I think
I
was it
just
an
read the
anime?
manga and the live action.
Liar Game anime. I
It might
have
have been an anime.
uh oh no, it's manga.
Oh, okay, so just a manga.
Manga and live action TV.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was an anime. Or maybe this was the time when I was actually reading manga.
Maybe.
This was the time when I was like an actual weeb,
Okay. Oh, okay.
and I was oh, there's a Korean drama adaptation.
There's a Korean drama Liar Game. That's interesting. I never heard about that.
I mean, did I watch this? I don't even remember.
The Korean drama or the Japanese drama?
Korean version. I mean, like the thing is, like every country always like copies a concept from a different country's drama series. It's very common because there's in the U.S. they have a show called Designated Survivor, which is about like the president gets killed or whatever, and like the only person that is next in line is like some environmental department dude that suddenly becomes president. And then Korean had their own version on Netflix, but I never actually fully finished watching that.
Oh, well, all I know is there's like a Korean version of Suits, which
Oh
I heard
yeah,
wasn't that great.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, like, Alice in Borderland is a fairly good show. I actually just finished it today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because you know how I told you like I don't have that attention span to watch something for a long time.
There's only
So
8 episodes,
yeah,
right?
that's
So
why
it's
like
not
from
too bad.
episode 2 to 6 or 2 to 5 or whatever, like I was kind of just glancing over whenever I'm gaming. But
Hmm.
then from episode 6 to 8, that was when I actually like paid attention. But even
Yeah,
though I was paying attention, I played the episode at 1.5 speed on Netflix because I'm like, I don't have patience for this.
that's true. It's kind of long episodes, and things get wild as well, and
Yeah,
like
like I'm
dragged
okay with
on.
the wild parts. Yeah, but then when the dragged out parts, I literally just kept tapping forward 10 seconds, forward 10 seconds, forward 10 seconds. I'm just like, I don't need to watch this guy scream for a minute, man. Just go.
Yeah, the last couple episodes is pretty dragged on.
Oh, they were so dragged on. But then like the reveal at the end was kind of like, oh shit.
Yeah,
Like, it was good.
yeah, it was good.
Right, like so, like I think we recommend people to watch this show. We're not sponsored by this show, unfortunately, because we're in Canada.
Please, Netflix sponsor us already.
Yeah, the
Bookie
thing is, like
Heist, please.
when I saw the name of the thing, I know they're trying to do like Alice in Wonderland, but then when they put Borderland, I don't know if they're referring to the video game Borderland.
I never played Borderland. Is it? Are they referring to it? I don't even know
I,
what Borderland
I
is.
don't I don't know because
What
when
is
I first saw
Borderland?
it, that's what I thought of. Borderland is like a post-apocalyptic first-person shooter or something. I
Oh,
played a
maybe it
little bit of
is.
it. I don't really remember.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's just the post-apocalyptic part. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
in Borderland, there's no like mazes or games,
Yeah. Well, I don't
so
know.
it's weird. Oh, but
Yeah.
also this show, in the second half of the season, most of the characters in the show are dressed in like summer wear, like bikinis, swim shorts. Like it's interesting. It makes
Oh
you
wait,
miss summer.
was that not like was that? Did you miss that part?
No, no, I watched that.
Okay, I'm not sure if you like because it's a rule in that area that they have to dress in bikinis and swimsuits and whatever.
Oh, I mean they're partying it up. So I
Yeah.
remember there was a part where the leader of the that place was like, "You guys can like have sex, do drugs. I don't care, man.
Yeah.
Just win the games, bro." And that was
Yeah.
literally
Just
it. I'm like, hmm, all right. That's a life I can live in the apocalypse.
same.
I just gotta play the game and live. Yeah. But then like you
Yeah.
go to like the K drama Sweet Home.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'll watch it tomorrow or something.
yeah, watch it. There are some parts where I'll say that I don't know, maybe you'll forget by the time you watch it, but I'll get into that in a bit. But like this show is supposed to be like a scary K drama,
Go on.
and I think in the first episode you might think it's scary, but as time goes on, it just becomes more of an action series. It's like
Okay.
how like when the Resident Evil movies came out, in the trailer it always makes it seem very scary, but then when you actually watch it, it's more like an action movie with a
Yeah.
few jump scares. It's kind of like that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, yeah. None of these shows can ever stick to the actual horror part. They always have to pivot towards action with a little bit of horror. But in the trailer, they'll make it like this is super, super scary. But it's
Maybe.
scary in the fact it's monsters.
Okay. So I guess it'll be like Walking Dead to me, right? Like it looks scary, but it's not scary at all.
Sort of. Like I got creeped out in the first like minute or two because they showed some of the monsters, right? So some of these monsters, at first I thought they were zombies,
Mm-hmm.
but then I saw like some of their faces were like just like it was just like a bloody skull face, and like their nails were like 6 inches long or something. Like it was kind of creepy. It was
Okay.
entertaining, but I thought the idea that was kind of stupid certain parts. So like when you watch it, um there's this character, right, in the first episode or whatever. She's like, yeah, I used to be a firefighter, so it shows like how fit she is, right? And then near
All
the
right.
end, she suddenly knows how to use a gun, and then this dude is like, when did you learn how to use a gun? And she's like, I used to be part of the special ops. And I'm like, wait, you were a special ops and then you were a firefighter? What? I'm so
Maybe she
confused.
was. Maybe she switched jobs. I don't know.
No, but like that's something that like maybe she could have said in the very beginning, right? Not just like I'm a firefighter. A year later, I'm also special ops. And I'm like, what? What's happening?
That's so
But
gay. That's such a K drama thing.
I know, right? But then I searched up that actress. She's actually like the lead actress for the show. She actually used to be a boxer. So there's actually a scene where she had to escape one of the monsters. So she kind of had to like strip down to like her sports bra and everything. And like you could see like how fit she was because she used to be a boxer.
Why does she need to strip if
Oh, so
she's running
essentially,
from us?
no. Essentially, there's a monster that's almost like a spider. So like it like webs her up, and she's like hanging from the ceiling. And then I
Oh,
don't
okay.
know why she somehow like the way she escaped, like she took off her jacket and pants, and then she just escaped with like shorts and like a sports bra.
That sounds just like a K drama thing.
Yeah, but you can tell like she's like super super fit, like she has abs and everything. And then that's when
Yeah.
I googled it. I'm like, oh shit, she used to be a boxer, man.
Nice.
The show itself, it was interesting because like I said, like at first I thought it was about zombies, but then it started pivoting towards monsters instead. I think the show is good, and I'm fairly certain that it's gonna have a season two because apparently the ratings for it on Netflix has been like really really good, and it's a
Okay.
very entertaining show. Like it has its moments where it kind of scares you, but then you don't get scared, but it's still entertaining.
What?
It's a good show.
Okay.
Yeah, you have some very annoying characters, but that's it happens. And then you have so after these two dramas, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say like everyone should watch these dramas. They're pretty good. Even though I'm kind of like ripping on Sweet Home, it's pretty good. Not a sweet home, like it's not diabetic Sweet Home,
What?
but it's like it's decent.
It's a salty home.
Yeah. But anyways, that moves us on to the last Netflix thing that I'm recommending everyone to watch because I just told Lucas about this before we started recording, and that is a Netflix comedy documentary called Death to 2020. And the
Yes.
reason I recommend this is because um if people know what Black Mirror is, so basically the creators of that show for this year they said they weren't going to release a Black Mirror season anytime soon is because the world is basically living in a Black Mirror episode. So
Oh,
instead of doing a season, what they did was that they decided to do a comedy documentary to recap the events of 2020, and they had
wait.
actors basically pretending to be certain characters in in this quote unquote documentary mockumentary. So like you had like Samuel L. Jackson as like one of the reporters that they're interviewing. They had Hugh Grant as a historian. They recapped most of the presidential election. Um, it was funny because they kept saying Biden looked like a ticket inspector on a ghost train.
He does.
Yeah, and then
He really does.
and then when they were talking about how Trump was going against Biden and Kamala, they're like, Kamala and Trump are the two people of colors in this presidential ballot. And
Oh
I'm like,
no!
oh my
Oh
god.
no! That took me a second. That took me a moment.
It was so funny. And you know how like this year has been like so much virtue signaling and like social justice bullshit, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna get a lot of hate for saying that, but like it's been a lot, right? So Samuel L. Jackson was talking about I think at the beginning of the years there was like some shit with like the Oscars or Grammys or whatever.
Yeah.
So then he was talking about Joker, the movie, right? And he's like, Joker was played by like a white guy trying to do whiteface when they should have just got an actual clown to play Joker. And I'm like,
Oh
oh
no!
my god.
Oh no! Wait, Samuel Jackson said this.
Yes.
So this
As
is
his character,
Samuel Jackson.
it was so funny. And then like you know how during this past year, because everyone was in quarantine,
Yeah.
everyone started to do like TikTok, YouTube videos, like and all that stuff, right?
Mhm.
So they fucking made a joke with the queen, right? Because when COVID hit fucking this is where I
The
start
UK.
swearing. Yeah, when COVID was hitting the UK, the queen had to like make a message for like, you know, the country, right? So so this fucking documentary made it into a joke about how she did the message on YouTube, and then in the documentary they showed the clip of the YouTube video, and at the end of it the queen is like, please subscribe and like my video, please remember to click on the right to purchase some Regal merchandise. And I'm like, oh my god,
Oh
why are
my!
you doing this?
Oh no!
I was like, oh my god. They roasted so many people. They had an actress, I don't know who she is, but she played in the documentary, her thing was called like Average Citizen. But it was so funny the way they did all that. I was laughing so hard.
Okay, I need to watch this.
Yeah, I think they did a really, really good job with the documentary, though I thought that they would cover a few more things.
Did they do the monoliths?
No, they didn't do the monoliths. The only recent thing they did was the vaccine for COVID.
Okay.
I thought they would cover like murder hornets and shit, but they mainly focused on the presidential debate and COVID.
Oh, maybe they forgot about the Hornet.
Maybe because I think they only did it for an hour, but
Yeah.
their jokes were so funny. Oh my god, I loved it. They had the you know, the guy with the mullet from Stranger Things,
Yeah.
the teenager. Yeah,
Hmm.
he's in it as well. He basically plays he plays a social media influencer that became obsessed with YouTube and TikTok and all of that during the quarantine.
Hmm.
um he makes a lot of jabs at virtue signaling and all that crap, because he's like saying like, oh yeah, you know, when Black Lives Matter came out, like I was like, you know, so for the cause, I kept posting black squares and everything. And I'm like, oh
That
my
does
god,
do
you're
it.
literally pointing out all you're taking jabs at everyone that's been virtue signaling the past year.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh my god, it was so. And then they had I don't know the actress's name, but she's like a black lady playing like a psychologist.
Hmm.
It was pretty jokes. And then at the end of it, they're like, oh, here's a script, because we're gonna do this next year as well, can you just read it for us? And then they're just reading about like how, oh, like what are we gonna do with these superpowers that the vaccine gave us? And I'm like, oh my
Oh
god,
no.
you guys are hilarious, man. You guys are so fucking hilarious.
Okay. All right.
You need to
Okay.
watch. I loved it. It was one of the funniest things I've
Wait,
watched.
this is a movie or a documentary, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, yeah. It's like a documentary.
Okay, so it's like
Because
a
when
little
I
bit of power.
Yeah, because when I first had it on, my girlfriend was like, oh, like I don't know if I want to watch it. It seems like such a negative thing to watch. And then literally in the first second, Netflix comedy documentary, and I'm like, nah, this is gonna be hilarious. Especially with the moment I saw Samuel L. Jackson, I'm like, yeah, this ain't gonna be sad, man.
Lawrence Fishburne is here. Okay, all right, I'm down with this.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Death to 2020. Like I heavily recommend everyone to watch Death to 2020. It is so funny.
Oh, that would have been like something to watch, like New Year's Eve. But like,
I know. It was
all right,
really good. Oh yeah, Lawrence Fisher is the narrator, yeah.
yeah.
But essentially, yeah, that this is our New Year's episode. Oh, I was gonna ask, do you have any New Year's resolutions?
I mean, all my like resolutions are pretty much the same as last year and the year before and the year before
That
that. So it's not
what
gonna
is it?
happen.
What is it?
Get fit, work out, and find a job of necessity.
So I'm guessing 2022 will be the same resolution. That's
Well,
gonna keep
probably
going.
well, like except for the job of necessity because like I just graduated, so
Oh yeah, that's true. But the the okay, well the fitness stuff. To be honest, with COVID right now, I think it's actually very hard
yeah, this hard.
to get fit at all.
It's
The
winter
most
right
I
now. It was
yeah
snowing. I can't go outside for a run.
yeah, and
Well,
and
good. It's
gyms
just cold.
are completely closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the only thing I can think of doing is once I move to the new house, I'm gonna set like buy actual gym equipment and just turn it into like a home gym because I
Mm.
don't think I'm going back to Good Life anytime soon.
Yeah, I kind of want to buy a treadmill, but I have nowhere to put it in my house. So maybe in the living
Just
room,
go
but
run. Just go run.
it's cold. Do you think?
Yes.
I don't know why gyms like to make money. They don't rent out their gym equipment.
During COVID, I think it's harder because then they rent it. I think it's also because it's heavy.
That's true.
It's pretty heavy because you actually need like a truck to come in and bring it.
Yeah.
And then they got to
Uh,
sanitize the truck and sanitize the equipment every time it's returned.
just make them pick it up.
They still have to sanitize everything.
Yeah, but like at least it's some way to make money. But whatever.
Yeah.
Instead of being
I don't know.
closed. Whatever. It's
There's a
alright.
lot of things that don't need to be closed but are, so I don't know. That's more of
Yeah.
a topic for another episode where we
Yeah.
can bring on like more quote unquote
And
controversial guests.
some things that are open that don't need to be open, but yeah. Alright. It's okay.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's okay.
Yeah. But anyways, we hope you all have an amazing year. Hopefully that no more shit happens. Though
Hopefully.
people are saying that 2020 was probably the beginning of the end, and then this year's the second wave. But we're gonna keep our heads up. We're gonna keep our hopes up. Or
2021
try
is just a redo of 2020.
basically. So this year our birthdays didn't count. Our any celebration, any holidays didn't count.
Yep.
This is a true 2020. Let's say.
Yep. You know how you said we were turning 28? Now it's 27 part 2. Or
Yup.
or we're on 26 part 2. I don't know. Whatever.
we're in
26 part 2.
26.5
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
wait, did you hear that Nick Cannon's naming his new daughter was it like Queen Powerful Queen Cannon?
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah, that's a way to end the episode.
Oh my
So
god.
Elon Musk baby is gonna be like something X Ash 12, whatever.
Oh
Nick
my.
Cannon's baby is a powerful Queen Cannon. All right,
Oh my.
thanks for tuning in,
So
guys.
so 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 lesson is from these people is that in a few years, I think everyone's baby they're just gonna have random words for names
Yeah,
and the sum. There you
all right,
go.
that's
That's gonna be
2020.
someone's kid's name.
Thanks,
Yep.
and hope you guys have a great 2021. Don't break any resolutions yet. Just wait until February, hopefully, to break them. So,
Yeah,
all
try
right.
your best to wait till February. Don't do it in the second week of January, man. At
It's
least
not
go
even
a
the second
little
week
bit
of
longer.
January. It's like day 3 of January. And some people already broke them, so whatever.
That's actually true. It's very true.
Yep.
Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed our little New Year's episode for you guys.
Yep. Thanks for tuning
Good
in.
night.
Good night.
Good night.
Don't remember to subscribe.
Death to
comment,
2020.
Subscribe to our YouTube. Watch these shows.
Thanks for listening to the Sad Boy Podcast.
Please remember to subscribe to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and have a nice day, I guess.
Yeah, stay sad or happy.
Yeah.
Sad?
Happy.
Sad.
Sad
Happy?
boy.
Sad Boy Podcast.
Sad Boy Podcast. Good night.